please?
Yeah, my name is Natasha Aird, and I'm the founder or co-founder actually of Artbox Studio Gallery.
Tell us a bit about your background. I read you are a Sheridan College alumni. What brought you to the arts?
Since I was 4, I've been into art. I've been drawing since I was a kid. My kindergarten teacher brought my parents in one day and said, "Your kid can draw. Your kid's an artist." So I took that and I ran with it. And my parents and my grandparents really nurtured that. And my dad specifically, he taught me how to draw. And I've just been doing it my whole life. So about 8 years ago, I started a pop up event called Artbox Events. And I would get local artists from around the GTA, especially. We would live paint, there'd be a bar, food, DJ, and we would throw a party and celebrate art. And we did about 9 of those around the GTA, Mississauga, Oakville, Toronto. The 10th one was our grand opening to Artbox Studio Gallery.
So when it happened?
When did we originally open
No, no,
Artbox?
no, no. The studio. When it opened?
April 2024.
April
Yeah,
2024. So it's just a year and almost a half.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
It's still the time. Today we'll focus specially on paint night. But could you explain a bit more about what Artbot Studio is? From what I read, it's not just a space for hosting events. You also support local artists and showcasing their work.
Yes, for sure. That was one of the goals. We wanted to expose emerging local artists, and we wanted to also introduce, the community to art. And I find that, bringing in people from the community to create art, now a lot of people find themselves to be artists that they didn't even know. And I always say, you might say you're not creative, but I think we're born creative, and we just have to find the right medium for us. So, there was one guest who came in like 12 times, and she learned a lot of different art forms through us, and now she sells her art online. So I love it.
Yeah, very nice. You considered hosting paint nights since the beginning in your business plan?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that was one of the original plans, but the real thing I wanted to do was unique art experiences that are hard to find. So, things like textured art and paint pouring, glow in the dark paint pouring, things like that, and
hmm
we really wanted to introduce.
hmm Paint nights have been popular for a while now. We
Mhm.
know it's a trend like anywhere in the world, especially in Toronto. Do you remember the first time you heard about that?
First time I heard of a paint
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
oh, many years ago. I used to go to paint nights
Okay.
before I even opened Artbox. It was one of my things that I would do with my friends.
And what was your first reaction as an artist to paint nights? Do you remember the feelings you had?
Yeah, it's relaxing. It's actually therapeutic to create art. So, whether it's guided by an instructor or it's me doing it on my own at home, it just feels really good.
I see your events as kind of parties.
Hmm.
It's kind of parties, especially since they are often in the evening.
Hmm.
On your website, they are described as workshops.
Hmm.
But would you say it's fair to call them parties too?
Some of them do feel,
Yes, some of them.
yeah, definitely, like definitely the glow in the dark experiences. They feel more of like a party vibe. But a lot of them are also very relaxing, just kind of calm. We curate different music playlists to kind of match the vibe of what we're going for. So, yeah, we curate the different experiences to match, the different vibes.
It's not just painting; it's all atmosphere you work on.
Yeah, yeah. We're always adding new workshops, like I said, candle making, sculpting, paint pouring, resin art, so many different things and different crafts, and we're always adding every season.
Do you think people are looking for more creative ways to socialize nowadays?
Yes, for sure. I've learned that definitely.
And would you say maybe creativity is the key point of your events?
100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Some of your events borrow elements from mainstream party culture, like you said, the glow in the dark experience, which remind me more club style
Hmm.
atmosphere, or your date nights, which offer a fun alternative to pricey restaurants. With those events in mind, who's your target audience?
You know what? I've gotten that question a lot, and I feel like art doesn't really have a particular target audience. I feel like I said, everyone's born creative. You just have to find that creativity within you. But I do find we get people from their 20s to their 70s, like all over.
Do you have people who attend regularly?
Yeah, we have quite a few
Who are
regulars.
they? Do you know them? Could you describe the people who attend regularly just to give us an idea of who
Yeah.
they are?
Yeah, I find women specifically love coming in and creating. We have a lot of female regulars. One particular guest who I mentioned earlier, she's actually on the spectrum and she finds Artbox to be very calming for her.
Hmm.
It's not overstimulating, and she finds that she gets her thoughts in order when she comes to Artbox. So, yeah.
Do you need to be an artist to join your parties?
No, not at all.
What's the typical schedule of a paint night?
So, usually when we do a paint night, it starts off with you roaming the gallery, exploring the art. We have complimentary snacks, coffee, tea, refreshments. So, you grab a little bite, enjoy. And then about 10 minutes in, we get started in the painting, and the instructor will introduce themselves. If it's a glow in the dark experience, we'll do like glow in the dark tattoos or glow in the dark bracelets, and then the instructor will guide you step by step throughout a specific painting, and then throughout the experience she'll also walk around and help everyone individually.
Do you think, I mean, you you are good you are good in icebreakers?
Yes, yeah, I love icebreakers. I
Okay.
love connecting people.
Okay. And how many people usually attend each event?
It depends on the season. I find, it is our first year, so we're learning how every season goes, but the winter is pretty busy.
Okay.
Certain workshops that require more detail or attention to detail, we keep it a little bit smaller, like 12 or less.
Okay.
And other ones, like the glow in the dark paint night, can be at 30 people. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Natasha.
Thank you so much.